Hi, today we are looking at another passage, IELTS passage and intelligence. This is from the book IELTS Cambridge 7 and it is passage 1, reading passage 1, relatively easy than other passage 2 and passage 3. The questions are true, false, not given from 1st to 6, and we have got summary completion with a boxed summary completion if it says. So I'll turn to Uzbek language in order you subscribers to understand me easily. So let's start. Xo'p, boshladik. Demak, bugun sizlar bilan intelligence degan temani ko'rib chiqamiz. Readingni true, false, not given savollardan boshlayotganimiz. Umuman without further ado, boshladik. Demak, ants use the same channels of communication as humans do. Demak, the same communication. Communication kerak, communication channel kerak. Odamlardek deb aytyapti, the same as degan odamlarnikidek. Xo'p, menga endi ants communication degan narsa kerak. Izlaymiz. Demak, mana communication deb yozilgan. Shu qismini o'qiymiz va savolga javob topishga harakat qilamiz. Xo'p, ovqat yig'adi, atakerlarga qarshilik qiladi, hujumga deyapti. Qanaqadir ximik signallardan foydalanadi deyapti, bir-biri bilan suhbatlashish uchun agar atak bo'ladigan bo'lsa, hujum bo'ladigan bo'lsa. Such chemical communication, mana shunaqa kimyoviy aloqa deyapti, can be compared to human use of visual and auditory channels. Insonni visual va auditory kanallaridan foydalanishiga qiyoslasa bo'ladi. Xo'p, o'xshaydi deyapti. Bu yoqda ko'raylikchi. Ants use the same channels of humans too. Xo'p, bu yerda bir xil, bu yoqda esa o'xshaydi, compare qilsa bo'ladi, taqqoslasa bo'ladi demoqchi, lekin false javobini beraman, chunki bir xil bilan o'xshash degan narsani farqi bor, shu uchun ham bir xil emas degan ma'noga o'xshash degani u bir xil degani emas. Shu uchun ham false berdim. Xo'p, davom etamiz. City life is one factor that encourages the development of intelligence. Demak, menga city life kerak. Shuni topganimdan keyin savolga javob topishim mumkin. Davom. Xo'p. City life yoki city yoki shunga o'xshagan parafraza kerak. Thousands of years ago, but have total overtaken modern humans. Synergy, moral reason, statistical forming, sophisticated. City life bir de yozilmagan. Essentially answered in distant past. Xo'sh, ko'proq vaqtimiz ketyapti. Lekin city life hali chiqqani yo'q. Mana. Demak, urban lifestyle. Urban degani cityga to'g'ri keladi. Shuning uchun ham city life ga sinonim qildim. Is one factor that encourages the development of intelligence. Demak, qanaqadir bitta faktor ekan, intelligence'ni paydo bo'lishiga olib keladigan bir faktor. Menga intelligence kerak, demak, forcing house of intelligence yozilgan ekan. Xo'p, bu yerda aytilishicha, idrokni forcing house shakllantiruvchi joy deb aytyapti, uy deyapti. Urban lifestyle'ni, demak, shaharni, idrokni shakllantiruvchi uy deyapti. Bu yerda esa bitta faktor idrokni rivojlanishiga yordam beradi. Da. True. 100%, chunki xuddi o'sha gap ketyapti. Davom etamiz. Ants can build large cities more quickly than humans do. Demak, more quickly build cities. Shahar qura oladi tezroq odamlardan ko'ra. Demak, building cities mavzusi kerak. Mana developing and maintaining underground cities haqida gap ketyapti. Demak, building cities, developing cities ga to'g'ri keladi. More quickly than humans do. Odamlardan ko'ra tezroq. Even suggests that ants have lived in urban settings for close on 100 million years. 100 million yil davomida yashagan ekan. underground cities of specialized chambers and tunnels. Tunnellarni qurgan deb aytyapti. Keyin accomplished by humans at home describes yo'q, javob yo'q deb o'ylayapman. Not given bo'lishi mumkin. Keyingiga o'tamiz. Some ants can find their way by making calculations based on distance and position. Demak, find their way, distance va position kerak. For me, yes, megapolis was supported to be composed of qanaqadir megapolis. Oldingi savolnikiga o'xshayapti. Million queens living in interconnected nests across territory square 2,5 kilometr squareda kvadrat maydonda yashaydi degan ekan. Ant societies existed in something like their present form more than 20 million years. Demak, bunaqa formasida 70 million yilda 70 million yildan beri yashab kelyapti degan ekan. Prehistoric man looks technologically primitive. Bunga qaraydigan bo'lsak, o'sha qadimgi odam texnologik tarafdan primitiv hisoblanadi. This is then some kind of intelligence, albeit of a different kind. Qanaqadir bu ham idrok-ku, lekin boshqacha idrok deb aytyapti. Xo'p, haqiqatan ham bu yerda qanaqa gap yozilmagan. Not given qilamiz. O'zim ham sezgandim. Savolni o'zidan sezsangiz bo'ladi. Odamlardan ko'ra ko'proq, tezroq uyqura oladi degan gap ahmoqona gap hisoblanadi. Shu uchun not given qildim. Some ants can find their way by making calculation. Buni topolmadim hali. Can show that desert ants return from a foraging trip. They navigate by navigate so'ziga e'tibor bering. Find their way ga to'g'ri. By integrating bearings and distances. Distance masofa bor, bearings and position ga to'g'ri kelsa kerak. Ba'zi bir chumollar yo'lini topadi distansiya va positionga qarab. Demak, they navigate by integrating bearings and distances which they can continuously update to the heat. Boshi, demak, miyalarida doimiy tarzda yangilab boradi masofani va o'sha joylashgan joyi to'g'ri keladi. Demak, true. Xo'p, keyingisi. In one experiment, foraging teams were able to use their sense of smell to find food. Demak, a sense of smell. Ovqat topish uchun bitta eksperimentda qanaqadir foraging team, ya'ni o'sha ovqat qidiradigan jamoa hiddan foydalanib ovqat topibdi ekan. Xo'p, common visual movement, vocal directions all from data so ants can learn to. Demak, and then 12-year program of work people can have found evidence that ants can transmit very complex messages. Scouts who had located food, locate food. The maize returned to mobilize their foraging teams. They engaged in contact sessions at the end of which the scout was removed in order to observe what her team might do. Often the forage is processed to the exact spot in the maize where the food had been. Demak, ko'pincha ular ovqat bor joyda topib kelgan ekan, hattoki o'sha topgan chumolni olib tashagan taqdirda ham, lekin hali ular hid haqida gap ketmayapti. Odor clues, mana odor hid degani smellga sinonim. Elaborate precautions were taken to prevent the foraging team using odor clues. Xo'p, mana bu so'zga e'tibor bering. Elaborate precautions were taken. Demak, precaution degani o'sha kuchli precautious nazorat olib borilgan to prevent the foraging team using odor clues. Odor, ya'ni hid bilan bog'liq bo'lgan cluelarni, ya'ni o'sha hid bilan bog'liq bo'lgan belgilarni foraging team topmasligi uchun, prevent qilish, asrash uchun juda ham katta ishlar olib borgan precautions, ya'ni iloji boricha hid bilan sezib bormaslikka nima qilgan? Harakat qilgan o'sha eksperiment olib borgan odamlar. Shu uchun ham false deb aytaman. Nima uchun? Chunki bu yerda aytayapti, foraging teams were able to use their sense of smell to find food. Ovqat topish uchun hiddan foydalana olgan deyapti. Bu yerda aytilishicha hiddan foydalanishga ruxsat imkon berilmagan deyapti. elaborate precautions degan o'sha imkon berilmadi, yaxshilab nazorat qilindi bu narsa deb aytilyapti. Xo'p, oxirgisi the essay in the company of ants explores ant communication. Qanaqadir essay bor ekan in the company ants degan. Topaylik. Mana. In the company of ants. The explores ant communication. Demak, chumolini communication, ya'ni suhbati, ya'ni bir-biri bilan aloqasini o'rganadi debdi. In his advise readers to ask what to do with the ants in their kitchen too. Demak, oshxonasidagi chumollarga nima qilish kerakligini maslahat beradi. Watch where you step. Qayerga oyoq bosayotganingga e'tibor ber. Be careful of little lies. Demak, mayda jonivorlardan ehtiyot bo'l. Ya'ni ular bilan bosib olma degan ma'noda kelyapti. It's no surprise that Edwin Wilson is advised readers to what can da ant communication haqida gapirmagan. Yo'q. Not given. Not given tushuntirish qiyin, lekin mana shu bittagina gapda u narsa yo'qligi aniq. Communication yo'q, bu yerda hech qanaqa communication aytilmagan. Shuning uchun ham not given hisobladim. Xo'p, davom etamiz. Ants as farmers, demak, chumollar fermerlar. Xo'p, shu paytgacha o'qigan joylarimda fermerlar yo'q edi. Demak, yuqorida qanchadir joy tashab ketdik, o'shanga qaraymiz. Humans opposite, only basic instinct carried on genes, newborn, baby culture continue to give advantage of ants over having mastered fire nor progress. Mana farming. Xo'p, ants have sophisticated methods of farming. Demak, sophisticated, qanaqadir murakkab farming uslublari bor, including herding livestock haqida gap ketyapti, growing crops, which are in many ways similar to those used in human agriculture. Demak, inson qishloq xo'jaligida ko'pincha ishlatiladi. Demak, and aphid herding, qarang, herding livestock, sophisticated, e'tibor bering, mana sophisticated yozilgan, mana sophisticated thing when compared to the agricultural skills of human 5,000 years ago, but have been totally overtaken by modern human agribusiness. Lekin hozir inson agribusiness bilan o'tib ketyapti. The ants cultivate large number of different species of edible fungi. Demak, yesa bo'ladigan har xil turdagi fungi, ya'ni zombiriqlarni o'stiradi deyapti, which convert nimadir into a form which they can digest. Demak, ular hazm qila oladigan qanaqadir formaga aylantiradi nimanidir. Bu yerda hozir menda buni bu yerda ot kerak. Convert something into something. Biror narsani biror narsaga aylantirish. Demak, nimanidir olganda fungus uni chumollar yeydigan narsaga aylantirib berar ekan. Demak, usiz chumollar nimadir yeya olmaydi, shu haqida gapiryapman. Are at least sustainable. They do not ruin environments or use enormous amounts of energy. Moreover, recent evidence suggests that the crop farming of animals is more sophisticated and adaptable than was thought. Ants were farmers 15 million years ago before humans were. Ants can digest cellulose and leaves, digest what I can. But some fungi can. The ants therefore cultivate these fungi in their nest, bringing them leaves to feed on, and then use them as a source of food. Aytilishicha, bu yerda chumolilar bargdagi sellulozani hazm qila olmaydi. To'g'ri kelyapti. Lekin ba'zi bir zombiriq, o'sha zombiriq oilasiga mansub bo'lgan fungilar qila oladi deyapti. Xo'p, demak, the ants cultivate a large number of different species of edible fungi which convert cellulose to'g'ri keladi bu yerda. Cellulose endi men bu yerdan topishim kerak. Mana C ekan. Cellulose C. Into a form which they can digest. Demak, o'zlari hazm qila oladigan formaga o'tkazadi cellulozani-da, to'g'ri. They use their own natural as weed killers. Demak, weed killer kerak menga. Weed killer, ya'ni o'sha o'tlarni o'ldiradigan narsa sifatida o'zlarining tabiiy nimasidandir foydalanadi debdi. Nima bo'lishini hozir ko'ramiz. They've cultivated these fungi in their nest, bringing them leaves, feed on them as a source of food. Farmer ants secrete antibiotics to control other fungi that might act as weeds yozilgan. Demak, weed yovvoyi o'simlik sifatida nima qilish mumkin bo'lgan fungilarni kontrol qilishda, ya'ni ularni kontrol qilib turish, ya'ni nazoratga olishda ular qanaqadir antibiotiklarni secrete degani nima qiladi? Tanasidan ishlab chiqaradi. Demak, fermer chumolilar tanasidan qanaqadir antibiotik ishlab chiqarar ekan, ular boshqa turdagi, ya'ni yovvoyi funguslarni o'ldirishi mumkin ekan. Keyin spread waste to fertilize the crop. Okay. Antibiotik ishlab chiqarish haqida gap ketyapti. Ishlab chiqarilgan antibiotik qayda yozilgan bu yerda? Appetite yo'q, energy yo'q, growing yo'q, secretions. No, secrete, ya'ni tanasidan chiqaradigan narsasi antibiotikka to'g'ri keladi. Xo'p, qani yana ko'raylik. Agricultural fertilizer, interbreeding, sustainable, cellulose, idle food, natural environment, exchanging, fungi, other species. Bo'ldi. Secretions to'g'ri keladi bizda. Secretions degani o'sha tanasidan ishlab chiqaradigan o'sha moddalar ma'nosida kelyapti. Davom etamiz. Xo'p, keyingi savol. Also use unwanted materials. Unwanted material degan o'sha kerak emas materiallardan nimadandir nima sifatidadir foydalanar ekan, shu hozir ko'ramiz. Waste, demak waste bizada unwanted material degan fertilize the crop, demak o'sha funguslarni fertilize, ya'ni nima qilish uchun, o'g'itlash uchun. Demak, bitkilardan foydalanadi va unwanted materialdan foydalanadi o'g'it sifatida. Demak, menga o'g'it kerak bu yerda. Fertilizers, F to'g'ri keladi. F ketdi. 10-savol. Analysis shows they constantly upgrade these fungi by developing new species and by, demak, upgrade bu fungilarni yana yangilar ekan, yangi species, yangi turlarni o'ylab topar ekan, and by nimadir turlarni yangilash va qandaydir yo'l orqali with neighboring ant colonies. To'xtang. Bu yerda qo'shni koloniyalar bilan turlarni nimadir qilish, menimcha almashish so'zi bo'lsa kerak, topamiz hozir. Cultivate a single type of that propaganda essential and change it from the distant past. Not so. Different types of fungi taken from ants' nests. These turned out to be highly diverse. It seems that ants are continually domesticating new species. Yangi species domesticate qilyapti deyapti. The new species ga to'g'ri keladi. Even more impressively, DNA analysis of the fungi suggests that ants improve or modify the fungi. Demak, modify degani endi yangilaydi. Xo'p, upgrade ga to'g'ri keladi. By regularly swapping and sharing strains with neighboring ants. Demak, swapping degan almashish orqali, share, ulashish orqali. Xo'p, ko'raylikki, almashish, ulashish so'zi bor bu yerda. Appetite, energy, growing, secretions, agriculture, interbreeding. Interbreeding bo'lishi mumkin. Cellulose food, natural environment, other species. By doing bizda ing bo'lishi kerak. Exchanging da mana bor ekan. Exchange. Interbreed degani o'zaro qo'shish orqali deymiz. Exchanging bu almashish orqali. Demak, D javob to'g'ri keladi bizda 11 ga. D javob. Davom etamiz. 11. In fact, the farming methods of ants could be said to be more advanced than human agribusiness. Demak, inson agribusinessidan ko'ra ancha advanced deb bilish mumkin. Since they use methods, qanaqadir metoddan foydalanganliklari uchun. They do not affect the nimagadir ta'sir ko'rsatmaydi deyapti. Xo'p, boya qaydadir agribusinessni ko'rgan edim. Pastda bor ekan. Megapolis yo'q, agribusiness bu yerda yo'q. Mana human agribusiness. Demak, yuqoriga o'tib ketibdi. Mayli, qarab chiqamiz. Demak, more advanced than human agribusiness deyapti. Xo'p, but been totally overtaken by modern agribusiness. Or have they? The farming methods of ants are at least the same. Mana farming method haqida gap ketyapti. Demak, they use qanaqadir metoddan foydalanadi. Bu yerda farming metoddan foydalansa, yo'q, to'g'ri kelmaydi. Ularni foydalanadigan metodi sustainable, ya'ni muqobil deyapti. Balki muqobil metod to'g'ri kelar. Xo'p, javoblarga qaraylikchi. Sustainable. O'tak enda bor ekan. Sustainable methods da 11 n. They do not affect ular ta'sir ko'rsatmaydi ham. They do not ruin environment. Affect ruinga to'g'ri keladi, environment to'g'ri kelar ekan. Push affect the energy growing, sustainable interbreeding, agriculture, environment. Demak, bu yerga qo'yaman. Environmentga ta'sir ko'rsatmaydi. Va oxirgisi do not waste. Bu yerda yozilgan menimcha. They do not ruin the environments or enormous of energy. Demak, use enormous amounts of. Demak, katta miqdorda energiya sarflamaydi, ya'ni energiyani isrof qilmaydi demoqchi. Demak, energy to'g'ri keladi bizga oxirgi holatda Demak, shu bilan testimiz nihoyasiga yetdi. Sizlarga yoqqan bo'lsa, xursandman. Kanalimizga obuna bo'lib qo'ying, yangi bo'lsangiz, boshqa videolarimizni ham tomosha qilishni unutmang. Lekin yana bitta narsa, har doim bajarishdan oldin o'zingiz mana shu mavzuni qilib qo'ying. Video ko'rishdan oldin qilib qo'yganingiz ma'qul. Ancha tezroq tushunasiz, aniqroq tushunasiz. E'tiboringiz uchun katta rahmat. Buguncha xayr, keyingi videolarda uchrashguncha. Cheers.